Mm-hmm. So yeah, they lock all this down so you can't sit. Nobody can sit down. Yeah. They shut this down at night. So they just exited a homeless man out of here. I guess he was sleeping on the floor. You know? Yeah, people are tired. They're homeless, they're tired, they're exhausted. Just like me tonight, you know, you're tired, you're exhausted. There's no help in these cities. You know, it's sad. No resources. Hopefully he's alright. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's late. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I have nowhere to go tonight, so they just escorted a homeless man out of here. It's sad, you know. I guess he's tired. He wants to rest, you know. Not everybody's rich, you know. Not everybody's rich making six figures. It's only going to get worse, you know, with everything going on. It's only going to get worse. So, I'm waiting on my bus. And yeah, it's pretty cold tonight. It's just part of being homeless. I hope he's okay. You know, I guess they called the ambulance for him. So, and I guess, yeah, they tossed him out. They tossed you out, you know, on the cold streets. You know, they don't care. That's what I'm saying. You can't rest at this train station. So I'm waiting on the bus. Hopefully, you know, the other train station you can get some rest, but it's hard. You know, and it's cold. It's cold out here tonight. I think it's a code blue. Yeah. Yep. You okay? You alright? You okay? Oh, okay. I'm just checking on you. All right. I know it's cold out here tonight. Yeah, I guess he's tired, you know. Probably wants to sleep. Just like me, I want to go to sleep. I want to rest. I've been walking all day today, you know. Yeah, walking all day. A lot of exercise at least, you know. But yeah, it's cold tonight and you know, just gonna try to get to the other train station. Yeah, this train station, they don't really let people stay here. You know, the police will put you out. You know, they don't let you stay, and you know they lock the gates down. Hello, hey, much love, much love. Thank you. This is the United States. I'm in the USA, United States. Yeah, there was an ambulance here, and I guess the man, he's homeless and he needs, you know, he was sleeping, and they tossed him out pretty much. You know, they tossed him back out here on the cold streets. So yeah, Yeah, I'm in the United States. Yeah, this is Trenton, New Jersey. I'm in the USA. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cold. Oh, there we got a blind doggy. Oh, little black blind, service dog for him. Oh, pretty dog. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, you're in Korea. What's it like in Korea? We're becoming a Korea. The United States we're going to be under martial law. The ICE is going to be, dispersed to probably more cities. What's it like in North Korea? Or not North Korea, but Korea. What part? North Korea? South Korea? Yeah, it's a cold one though. It's a nice night if, you have somewhere to go. Yeah, but it's cold. It's cold. It is cold. So I'm just trying to make the best of it. My bus should be here soon. Yeah. Yep, I'm waiting on my bus. Trying to get somewhere warm because they toss you out of here, they'll toss you right out. They don't let nobody stay here. So yeah, I don't know why people love America because we're really not the greatest country. Our country's going to hell in a handbasket, but I get it. I understand it, you know what I mean? I get it. But yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get somewhere safer. This city is not. I mean, I'm at the transit center, but yeah, it's cold and we're living in wicked times. So, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to try. No, I'm in Trenton, New Jersey. This isn't New York. This is Trenton, New Jersey. Yeah. This is the city of Trenton, so I'm trying to get to the next train station where I can hopefully get some sleep and all right, take care. Good night. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Tennessee is probably cold. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. I know it's cold where I'm at. It's cold. And they have these these metal benches, right? These are or whatever, yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty cold. I will. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Keep me in prayer. Yeah, keep me in prayer. We're living in very dangerous, perilous times for sure. And I didn't have enough for a motel tonight, so I'm just going to try to, endure the streets tonight and try to get some rest. Hopefully the weather warms up sooner than later, but it is cold out here. Yep, it's cold. And I'm sitting on this metal. Yeah, so waiting on the bus. Yeah. But thanks for those who, subscribe, the new subscribers. Thank you for showing the love and support. Keep me in prayer. And just got to keep enduring. It's only going to get harder, unfortunately. We got to endure, and it's tough. It's tough. But I hope and pray I find, affordable housing sooner than later. That's, it's tough. It's hard to live here. It's expensive. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Yeah, being homeless in the cold is tough. It's hard. So I'm just trying to stay strong, I'm waiting on another bus and headed to I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm in New Jersey. It's cold. We got another cold snap. Yeah, it's January, so it's pretty normal. Yeah, it's the temperature's dropping again. So I'm just trying to stay warm, stay out of harm's way. That's all we can do is pray. Yeah. And hopefully I find something sooner than later because this is getting harder. It wears a toll on you after a while. Being homeless, it takes a toll on you. I'm not getting my proper sleep, and I can't afford a room tonight. Yeah, my blankets are here. These are 2 blankets I got in this bag. So, yeah, I have my blankets, and the next train station, it's a little bit better, but if you get caught sleeping there, yeah, they threaten to arrest you and stuff. It's just tough right now, but I'm trying to make the best of it. Just trying to keep my faith strong, that I'll have a breakthrough soon. Yeah. Motels are way too expensive, it's hard, and I don't like keep asking people to help me and for money, and you know people tell me to get a job, but it's hard to get a job when I'm literally just trying to survive. Every single day I'm just trying to survive and stay warm. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you guys. That's very nice. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's tough. I was at the women's shelter. The women's shelter is down the street. Down the street. But I was getting bullied, they were bullying me and making fun of me, and you know, I'm trying to heal, I'm trying to heal, and I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around the negativity, and sometimes it's hard, you be out in these streets, and you know, I don't know, it gets hard, mentally it's tough, it's hard, it's not easy. I almost felt like giving up. Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I'm not on probation or parole or anything. I'm trying to turn my life around. I don't do hard drugs. Yeah, I don't drink. I mean, I still have my struggles, but I'm human. I have my trials and tribulations, and I gotta heal. And um, I just left Texas. I was in Texas, and I've been traveling, and my son asked me to come back, and I'm trying to, be here with my family. Yeah. Yeah, I do have PayPal if anybody would like to donate. I mean, you know, I understand, it's hard because there's so many frauds out here and scammers, so I understand it. So, yeah, but I'm out here. It's cold. But oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yahuwah Baruch you as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, I have PayPal and I have Cash App, and thankfully some brothers and sisters in my faith, they have helped me, and I'm very grateful. I don't have family. I was adopted into a toxic family, a dysfunctional family, and you know yeah, it's tough. I'm trying to detach. Right, okay. Yeah, I pretty much all I have is just my faith family. That's all I have at this point, my faith family. So, yeah. And I'm grateful for them and stuff. I've gone to the churches, for and asked for help, but it hasn't really, they haven't really helped me much. So, okay, I'll look into that. Thank you. I will. I'll take it seriously. I went to a church the other day, asked for food, you know. All right, thank you. You have a great night. Thank you. Yeah, I asked this church for food, and they all the security cameras and everything, right? All the security cameras, huge church. And I knocked on the door, and they're all behind locked doors and stuff, which I kind of understand. We're living in heightened times where it's people go into buildings and do awful things, right? So I get it. But it's like all this money for security, and I just asked, I asked, if I could, I don't know what's going on now. The ambulance was here when I got here. It looks like we got another ambulance back, so always something going on, that's for sure. Always something happening in the city, right? So yeah, the church, they basically turned me away. They turned me away. They said they don't have any food, which I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but they certainly had a lot of money for their security, cameras and stuff, But hey, it is what it is. I just try to make the best of it. Yeah, yeah, I know, it's terrible, I know. You know, because I'm not. Oh, there's the homeless guy, guys. Hopefully he gets the help that he needs. Yeah, let's pray for him too. I guess he's gonna get in the ambulance. That's good. They came back for him, so maybe they'll be able to help him. He's gonna go to the hospital. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. I will. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like they took him. They're gonna bring him to the hospital. This poor homeless guy. He looks like he's a lot worse off than what I'm going through. So it could always be worse, and I just try to count my blessings. But yeah, I'm praying to the Most High, praying to the Father, and asking him to help me and get me through this tough time right now. Yeah, trying to stay on the narrow path, and it's hard. The enemy, try not to let Satan and the enemy get to me, and get in my mind. I got to fight the devil off, right? hmm Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's tough when you lose someone. You're in, yeah. Oh wow. Wow. Well, hopefully, say a prayer for this guy. Hopefully he gets the help he needs. Yeah, because he needs help for sure. Yeah, he's going through it. He's definitely going through it. So, looks like my bus is here. Oh, really? He's trolling, huh? Yeah, there's been a lot of trolling lately. Hey, how you doing, bus driver? Thank you. Whew, it got cold out there again, didn't it? Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right, thank you. Okay. All right, guys, I'm on the bus, so. All right, bus driver, thank you. Appreciate you. Okay. Yeah, I just scanned my bus pass. This is all new since I got back. We scan it. Yeah, it's pretty late, so there's really nobody on the bus. I'm the only one on the bus. So hopefully I get somewhere warm, you know. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You're right about that. Yeah, about Satan. Yeah, it's late night right now, so you know, I was exhausted. Today was a little more of an exhausting day because it's the weekday. So, this is kind of the during the week. It's you got to be careful sleeping at the train station because because of the transit police and stuff. But it's much safer. The next stop that I'm going to, the next train station over, town over, is much safer. I paid for it at the. You can buy a bus pass at here. Yeah, you can buy a bus pass. Yeah, and it's a 3 zone. It takes me pretty far. It takes me a pretty good, everywhere I need to go. Gets me to the motel that I have to go, the cheapest motel. The motel's got really expensive, so. Mhm. Yeah, you're right about that. They will. Yeah, if people know that you have nice things out here, they will try to steal it. You're right. Yeah, we got bus passes. Monthly bus pass. Yeah. And it's good for the whole month of December. Wait. No, I'm sorry. We're in January already. Wow. That was fast, wasn't it? We're in January. Yeah. Yeah, it's good for the whole month of January. Yeah, they have bus passes, so it's about what time is it here? It's 10 o'clock, so yeah. Well, there's no one on this bus right now. Just me. Because it's late. It's 10 o'clock, so I'm trying to get somewhere warm. I was sitting at my gym and charging my phone, and yeah, just I didn't sleep the best last night. I'm hoping I can get some sleep tonight at the train station. It's cold. The temperatures must be back in the teens, I think. You know, and yeah, like I said, I was at the women's shelter being bullied and stuff over there. It's just I probably would have had my money saved and already had a place. But and yeah, and it's really dirty. It's people are pooping on the seats and peeing on the seats, and they don't clean like and use bleach and products like they should. It's got a smell. It's not a good place. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of late. So, right now I'm the only passenger. Yeah, but it's warm, so that's a blessing. At least I don't have to walk. I try to get a monthly pass. So that way I don't have. I can just kind of ride. You just kind of ride, and at least there's heat on the bus, and it's pretty soothing. I could probably fall asleep, but this isn't a long ride, so. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I'm exhausted, so I'm gonna try to get some rest. Yeah. But I hope that other guy is all right. The homeless guy. I hope he's okay. The ambulance came back for him. So yeah, he didn't want the ambulance, and then they came back for him. So hopefully he gets some rest tonight. Because that's a large part of your mental health. You gotta have rest. You know, you gotta have some rest. So, yeah. But anyhow, guys, yeah, this is New Jersey, so this is our bus system. Oh, okay, cool. 9:12, nice. Yeah, you're an hour behind then, right? Yeah. I'm at 10:13 now, so yeah, just cruising along, you know. Yeah, just cruising along. Just trying to stay warm. I got my all my stuff here that I need, you know. I can always go to the quick check and have a warm cup of coffee, but I'm too tired. I'm exhausted. I'm just gonna probably just do my best to hope and pray that no one is, you know, there and you know where I'm gonna sleep tonight. I mean, people do come in the train station, they do, but you know, you just hope that they don't report you or the transit cops don't, you know, come and tell you to get up and get out and threaten arrest. And it's just too much, you know. Everything going on in this country, it's too much. It's hard. So I'm just doing my best, you know. I'm doing my best to stay out of trouble. You know, that's all we can do, you know, just stay out of trouble. I usually stay to myself. I don't really hang with nobody. Excuse me, I don't hang with anybody, so just always, you know, by myself. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, you know, it's best to stay to myself. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm almost to my stop, train station. We're almost there. I'm exhausted. I'm just completely exhausted tonight. Yeah, I've just been trying to come, you know, trying to come out of, you know, feeling the way I've been feeling, you know. That's yeah, it's just tough, but I'm gonna just try to endure. You know, tomorrow's another day. Oh, excuse me. My goodness, yeah. Yeah. I could probably fall asleep. Tired. So yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well and staying safe, staying prayed up. You know, just keep enduring. You know, that's what I'm doing. Just keep enduring. So, yeah, just on this bus ride. State Street extension and Fulton's Way. Sorry. Yeah, this is a bus ride and it takes me to my next destination. So hopefully somewhere warm. It is warm there though. And hopefully I just lay down and sleep. I'm exhausted. Completely exhausted. Oh, oh, excuse me. I think there's some kind of job on this route. It's called train. They put together air conditioning. It's been in this town for a little while now. Called train. I guess it's still standing. Yeah. Oh, excuse Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. I really am. So I'm almost. Oh, that's okay, sister. Don't worry about it. It's all good. I'm not. I don't want to take it, your kindness for weakness or something. You've done more than enough. Yes, and I'm extremely grateful. I don't even like to ask. I don't. I fight myself. I'm like, you know, I'm like, I feel like, because, yeah, in a perfect world, I would have a job and everything would be great and perfect, but it just right now, I'm just not there. The hotel, the one the cheapest one, um, oh, thank you. Thank you for praying for me. That's helpful. Of course, yes, the prayers are more needed than any kind of monetary thing. For sure. Thank you. Oh, the motel that I go to, the cheapest one, it's $78. Yeah, they charge me $78. The motels are just outrageous. It's outrageous. She doesn't do it, by the week, and thankfully she blessed me, Baruch me rather. The one day I just paid her $40, and she said she can't do it again. So I went to the women's shelter, but they were, yeah, the lady, she kept saying something to me. It's tough. My family is, they're just, it's a dysfunctional family. It's been hard since I've been back. But I was doing good. I'm not in any trouble. No parole, probation, nothing. I'm just trying to, you know, uh, share the word of Yahuwah. That's really all I want to do. And it's hard, but just keep the faith. Stay strong that this will pass, that's all I can do. This is the train station where I know people say be careful with social media. I mean, you can't really see much anyway because, I'm on the bus. No church is open. Nope. No, I went to the church the other day. It was a huge church, lots of security cameras. They spent, security in the parking lot, that they pay. I'm sure all that. And I went and knocked on the door and asked for food the other day, and he basically turned me away. He said they don't have any food at the church. He may or may not be telling the truth. Who knows? Only the Most High knows, right? Exactly. But I did ask. I've gone to some churches and I've asked, for help. And this one church, they did pay for 2 nights at the motel. The lady helped me with that. Margaret, her name's Margaret. Very nice couple, a husband and wife. Very nice, and they are very kind and helpful. They try. They do their best. So. All right, bus driver. Thank you so much. All right, you have a great rest of your evening. Thank you. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, the church wasn't very helpful. They basically want me to figure it out on my own, I suppose. I was able to go to our local soup kitchen and get, lunch, like a brunch type. Yeah, they serve about 10:30. So we had some beef and rice and some vegetables, and the food is pretty good actually. It's not bad. I mean, it's not super freezing tonight, but it's still early. So, yeah, I'm gonna set up here and You know, there's not much else I can do, you know? I mean, there really isn't. There's nowhere to go. This is really it for me. This is where I go. So it's pretty warm in here. You know. Yeah, it's just, and then I just have to, hope that they, yeah, I've checked the majority. I've grown up here my whole life. Yeah, the motels are way too much. All the motels, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the motels want about $100 and then they want $100 security deposit. And they want it all at once, yeah. Yeah. Right now there's nobody here. So it's much safer than the last train station. I mean, a woman sleeping on the streets really isn't safe at all, but, that's why I said I appreciate you, sister, I really do. I'm trying to break the cycle, break the generational curses. It hasn't been easy, but I'm just want to keep pressing forward, That's all I can do, just keep pressing forward. And I got yelled at by the transit police, of course. This isn't, but it's gonna, like, so much is happening in this country, and it's just so unfair, there's, hold on a second, guys. I'm basically making my bed, so please forgive me. I bought these blankets from J.C. Penney. Yeah, I've slept here before. Yeah. Yeah, they threatened to arrest me, But where else are you supposed to go, There's nowhere to go. There's a lot of other homeless people come here too. They'll come here and they're doing work upstairs. So I used to sleep upstairs, but it's much, much colder upstairs. Yeah, it's much colder. And up there, so here it's warmer, but and it's during the week. So I try to get out of here before 6 o'clock. Everything opens up at 6. So, and there's a Dunkin' Donuts here, and the girl's a Christian. She gives me food and stuff, So I tried to talk to her about the pagan holidays, but yeah, that didn't really go over too well when I tried to talk about the holidays. And so, but she has given me food, and they've given me food and stuff, so that was nice. Pretty much carry around my bag here, with coffee in it, because it's, yeah, I just do the best I can. It's hard to, it's hard to save me because it's so cold, so, and we do have a homeless hotline and stuff, but they don't want to help. They don't really want to help me right now. Because I guess they said that I'm allowed back at the shelter. They will probably report me. If you're not careful, they'll report